Hey guys, Foxdrop here. Welcome to another epic episode of our Unranked 2 Diamond series. Yes, extremely epic. I know you can barely contain yourself. Today we are playing as the one and only Vi, not only Vi, but the one-shot assassin Vi. Somewhat one-shot at least, that's the intention, but sometimes it won't be that. Obviously, I'm only human, although Vi's half human, half bionic woman with those massive fists. Something I tend to stay away from in my personal life, but that's a different story. Welcome to this video, boys and girls. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Runes of Masteries, let's get straight into business. Runes of Masteries, 80 res, attack speed, Quints, armor, yellows, whatever blues you want to go for. Masteries, I'm 12-0-18. Yes, this is an assassin one-shot AD build, but I do need to have some health from my masteries, else it's going to be really hard for me to facilitate that assassin playstyle. Although I could quite easily go for Thunderlords if I wanted to, but I tend to think that's for someone who's not going to have a complete glass cannon build like I'm going to have. Vi's a champion who's very good mid and late game. She's very underrated in solo queue, and she's very good in assassin meta. She's good at playing against assassins, and she's good at playing with assassins. She's good at playing against them because she can shut them down very easy with her ultimate, and she's good at playing with them because she can shut people down, lock people down, and then your assassins can jump in and mop up the fight. So I'm going to start my bot side here because this is where I'm going to get some help from my bot lane. Also, because I'm going to get the Krug Smite buff, which is very good actually on Vi. The Krug Smite buff is very good because you tend to have quite... Your attack speed is quite high because your W gives you attack speed, and your E is an auto attack reset. So you're going to get a lot of use out of this Krug buff. So it does help you clear a little bit. I'm going to do a cheeky little thing here. Actually, no, I'm not going to do a cheeky little thing. What I was going to do was I was going to go do the chickens and then come over to the red buff, because that means I can then smite the red buff and it's a slightly healthier clear. But because I'm actually going to do like a really full clear here, I'm not, I'm going to keep clearing. I actually, I don't need to do this because Vi destroys. Look at this, disgusting stuff. One thing you do want to be doing, or two things you want to be doing when you're clearing on Vi, is you want to be lining up the jungle camp like you saw there, so that your E hits as many minions as possible, and you also want to be using your E as an auto attack reset. So this is going to be a good example here, maybe. Okay, maybe not. There you go. So I've got in here, so now that my E does as much damage as possible, my E is going to hit all of the monsters here, and it's going to mean my clear speed is just that little bit faster. That's a bigger deal the later the game goes on because your E does more damage, but still it's useful to have. Now I'm actually going to do a cheeky little gank here at level 3. Vi's level 3 ganking is nothing to write home about, but it's also nothing bad either. So I'm going to come out here and just try and jump on this Cassiopeia. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There's one of my combos down. Land your Q, get an auto attack off, instantly reset your auto attack with your E, and that's half health onto the Cassiopeia. Pretty easy stuff. Don't blow a summoner, nothing fancy like that, but you don't need to. You don't need to blow a summoner because this Cassiopeia now has lost half her health, which means that she's also, the potions she's going to have to use, and that just gives her a slight advantage over to Swain. You don't have to go for guilds, don't have to go for summoners. Just showing your presence, all that lovely stuff, is still useful. Now this little ward fragment here makes me a little nervous, but I'm against the Kale, who I don't think will invade me, so I'm not that nervous, I guess. If I was against someone who's kind of, a bit cheesy, or maybe someone who might invade me, like Lee Sin, Shaco, Nidalee, I would be a little bit afraid there, but I'm not too afraid of a cow jungle, so I should be fine. And just as I'm clearing through the jungle here, I just want to explain really quickly why I'm doing it. Why I'm just putting a lot of focus on clearing is because Vi can do that. She's very fast at clearing, or she's very good at clearing. She doesn't take a lot of damage when she's clearing either. And also because you do want to have a lot of gold when you're playing Assassin Vi, because you're not going to want a lot of damage. And to have a lot of damage, obviously you're going to need a lot of items and levels. So clearing is a good thing to do. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to borrow my double longsword so I have a bit of extra damage, and then we're going to get back at it. I just want to say while I'm doing this as well, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please do hit the thumbs up, and specifically, of course, if you feel the video was useful in some way. I have 3 goals that I want to achieve when I do these videos. I want the videos to be entertaining, I want you to be able to learn the champion I'm playing, and I want you to be able to learn the role I'm playing. If you think that you've got one of those 3 things, or more than one of those 3 things ideally, just let me know with a cheeky like. I'm not just fishing for likes because I want you to boost my ego. It honestly, just looking at a glance, I can see, okay, this video has a lot of likes, I did something really well here, let's do more of that. Or, oh, this video doesn't have that many likes, or maybe it has a few more dislikes, I fucked up somewhere, what can I do to change that? Because it's in my best interest to make the best videos for you guys, and I'm committed to making the best videos for you guys because that's what I want to do. That's my passion, and I'm going to make that happen. So now I'm going to move down to the bot lane here because I should be able to get a little bit of a cheeky gank here. Maybe, yeah. Yona's like really far extended here, so I'm actually not going to use my Q here until... okay, I was going to say until Yona's used her flash. There it is, first blood, and I'm going to be out of here. I know Kayle was around mid-side. I don't know whether she's still here. Like, she could have like rotated down. She's actually still mid, so if he comes down the river here, I can do this. Okay, I may have to flash Q this Cassiopeia here. Oh, mate, that was a bit mad life, wasn't it? Well, this guy's probably going to have to flash away if it's got it up. Don't think he has. I'm going to leave that for Swain. Fantastic stuff. So 3 kills, easy peasy lemon squeezy. The game just blew open right there, didn't it? So we're going to push this down, get some of that CS, that juicy CS. Whenever you're playing a jungle, do try and tax lanes where you can, not necessarily taking it away from your laners. Like here, I'm not taking those CS because he's going to get them, Swain's going to get them. But if you can take the CS that your laner isn't going to get, like best example of this is holding lanes, right, when your laner's recalled and stuff like that, then that's the best thing you can, like that's really good for you, especially if you're playing a jungle build that requires a lot of items, i.e. an assassin build, because you know you're going to get that free gold, you're going to get that free experience, and it just bolsters what you can do as a jungler, and it's really, really nice. So I'm going to go for the just kind of complete my fragments, I guess, of my warrior enchant here. I'm going to go red smite. Blue smite's good as well. I wouldn't really recommend green smite. You can do green smite because vision's always nice, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because you kind of want the combat stats on Vi, especially assassin Vi. And obviously the warhammer's nice because that's CAD. It gives me CDR. CDR's a very good stat on Vi. Allows you to use your abilities more because Vi is somewhat ability focused, not entirely, but somewhat. And more specifically, your ultimate is a massive, it's a huge high impact ultimate, and if you can use it more frequently, you're sorted. So I'm actually going to do a lane gank here on Teemo. I don't want to run through the river because this could easily be warded, and also because it's Teemo, you could also have shrooms down, so I'm going to go from the lane. Lane ganking on Vi is ridiculously easy because of this. I'm going to show you here. There you go. Do you see that gap? How much gap I just closed there? And he's dead. Just like that. He's done. He's done, so his career's over. Just like that, you know? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He didn't see that coming. He didn't stand a chance. I could help this guy push this out, but I want to recall because I don't want to lose my red buff. Oh, has Swain got that? No, he hasn't. Unfortunate. But maybe I could have taxed a little bit here so I could afford my... Oh my god. Holy shit, man. I cancelled my recalls like 3 times there. Well, Teemo Shroom cancelled it twice, and I cancelled it once as well. Not ideal, but it's okay. I could sell my pink here, but it's fine. Alright, so yeah, lane ganking on Vi when your ult's up is really good. When you find yourself playing these champions, you have high impact ultimates that can really help you make stuff happen. Like Rengar, Nocturne, Vi, Sejuani, and Mumu. Whenever you're playing these champions, try and fight, or try and use your ult whenever it's up. You don't really want to have your ult just like sitting there doing nothing, because it's a bit of a waste when your ult is so good. So whenever on Vi, whenever your ult's up, try and do something. And if you're afraid of wards, or you're afraid of other things, like for example Teemo has his little traps, which is a very unique case, but still it's worth pointing out. Lane ganking is just really good, you know. And it helps as well if you've got teammates that can help follow up with you, because then like Vi is someone who doesn't. This is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why Vi is so strong is because she's just so simple. Like that Riven didn't really need to do much there. Like I'm not saying she didn't do anything, but what I'm saying is like she doesn't have to use her brain in that gank whatsoever. Like Vi makes it so your teammates don't have to use their brains, which is perfect because solo queue doesn't really, you know, brain size and solo queue teammates, not really a positive correlation on that one. So it helps, you know. I know I'm being a bit silly, but honestly, like any way you can help your teammates out, make them not have to think too much about anything, you know, the easier it is for them, and obviously the less mistakes they're gonna make. It's the same for anything, you know. It's not just solo queue teammates. Like in any examples where you've got ways that you can make people like simplify processes for your teammates, then why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, I'm gonna go in here. If Riven goes in right now, this should be fine. I'm not going to walk in the bush here because I'm pretty sure if Teemo has a shroom anywhere, it's going to be in the bush. There we go. I've comboed him. Perfect. I've got my ult up, so I'm just going to use it. Always say if you've got like a gap closure ability, or something like, or a skill shot as well, like a gap closure or a skill shot, use those after the enemy has used their escape. So for example, if I had led there with my Q immediately into my ultimate, then that would have been really risky because Teemo could have easily flashed. Like Teemo, so I Q him, I ult him, and then Teemo flashes out. Okay, what do I have to chase him up? Nothing. I don't have anything left. He can get away very easily. In fact, me using my Q in the way that I did was somewhat risky just by itself because Teemo could have flashed that and ran away. but he didn't, which was good. And on Vi, I wasn't too afraid about using my Q like that, because if he does flash my Q, then I've still got my ultimate to follow it up, right? But still, generally speaking, only use your ult after they've used their flash. Now I'm going to come in here, see if I can do something. I think they know I'm here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put my Q into the wall, so I don't go anywhere, but it immediately puts it on cooldown. I'm going to get the pink ward. And because I see KO top, I may be able to do some things. Actually, yeah, that's a good shout. I can do that. Is this level 2 Scuttle Crab? Alright, that's a level 2 Scuttle Crab, so I probably should have taken that first, because I can kill it really fast. But this is actually another good point. Vi is very, very good at taking away Dragon. Why? Because her W every 3 hits, she does like 3 times the auto attack damage that she would not, like 3 times her auto attack damage. So she does it, she takes, like, look how much damage I do here. Alright, I didn't want to use my smite there, I was going to save it for the last second, but I'm actually going to go for Leona here, because that Caitlyn, like she just did, can go over the wall. So it's a bit of a risky chase, I guess, but not really. Nice, fantastic. Oh wow, I missed my Q. Okay, that's fine. She flashes anyway. Cassiopeia's missing. I guess we don't want to chase this too much. I've got the trap vision as well, so it's not like I can bait her to face shaking the bush. But I can do this, jump in on her. My ult's up, but I want to save it here. Okay, I don't actually want to use it at all, ideally here. Cassiopeia, did she use her ult? I didn't see Cass used her ult. Now Swain's coming down. I would love to turn this on Swain onto... Fuck it, I'm going on Cass. I'm doing it, boys. Holy shit. I can't use my ult. I can't use my ult because the Cassiopeia's root. Holy shit. Okay, our focus is pretty bad here, actually. I should have focused Kale. I didn't realise I couldn't use my ult because of Cassiopeia's, like... What's that called? What's that mechanic called now? I can't remember what it's called. That thing. Root? Is it root or grounded? Grounded, I think it's called. Oh my goodness. That's awkward. I couldn't use my ult because of the grounded thing. I didn't know that happened. That was interesting. Alright. So we're going to finish our warrior here. And we're going to go for our second part of our core build, which is going to be Triforce. Triforce is, in my opinion... Warrior into Triforce is probably the best core item that you can go on Vi, regardless of what you're building. Like whether you're going to go Assassin Vi, whether you're just going to go Standard Vi. I think Vi isn't a champion you want to build full tank. I think Vi is a champion who's best utilized when she does have a lot of damage in her build. And I think that Triforce is by far the best damage item you can go on Vi. It's got everything you need. It's got 20% CDR. It's got a Sheen effect, which is great with your E and good for your burst. It's got attack speed, which is great for your W. It's got AD. It's got health. It's just really, really, really good. So I'm just gonna hold this wave here because Swain isn't here and it's free gold and free experience. But I'm actually gonna go in on her now because Swain's almost here. And look at this damage. Look at this damage. Yeah, this is a really late red smite. But still, that's fine. We get her ult out of that as well. I could have actually flashed that if I really wanted to, but to be honest, I wasn't really dedicated to getting that kill at all. I just figured I would just go in because why not, really? So yeah, I'm gonna charge up and take this red buff here because this is about to respawn. There we go. There you go. So we blew Cassiopeia's ult and we actually blew her teleport as well from that, just from going hard on her, so that's good. Always make sure Q first on Vi because it's your highest burst damage. Also reduces the cooldown of it, which means you can do more Qs, and it's also your gap closer, so it's really good to have low cooldown on it. And your W second, like what you get second is kind of up to you. Oh shit, I think W second is good for like going, it's good against tanks, and I think it's, I don't know, I think it's more sustained damage, whereas E second is like more burst damage. I used to go E second, but then everyone started doing W, and I was like, well, alright, we'll just do W then. Do you know what I mean? Now, I am actually really strong here still, so if they dive this, we can definitely turn. Even that's half her health, like just immediately half her health. I'm gonna flash out of this one. Shit, fuck. Can't ult. Fuck, I was not expecting to take that much damage when I jumped in there. Now Jinx is dead as well. Oh man, that was awkward. That was really, really, really awkward. I thought we were fine there. Like, look how much health I put this Kayle on. I did like half a health with one combo, but then they chased me down and I died. That was bad. I think I underestimated their, like, how far they were chasing me there. I didn't get my ult off either because I was trying my hardest to survive. And I know if I use my ult, I was 100% dead. So that was a bit awkward. I just overestimated my own abilities and underestimated theirs. But it's okay because like I made that mistake. Sorry, I'm gonna say sorry in chat. I apologize for that. I'm gonna apologize to Jinx. You know, whatever. I made a mistake, but that's fine. Like, League of Legends, it's a game. You're gonna make mistakes, and learning from mistakes is the important thing. Making mistakes, you know, is fine. And in fact, making mistakes is actually kind of good because it helps you it gives you learning opportunities. Of course, you don't want to keep making mistakes, especially not the same mistakes. But generally speaking, in the bigger picture, it's not a big deal. And I feel like a lot of ways that people can tilt when they're playing League, they get really angry at League, is when they make mistakes and then they just get very frustrated with themselves. And just be nice to yourself. Don't get frustrated too much if you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's fine. So that's a fire dragon coming up next, which is a dragon I really want to play around. I really want a fire dragon. But I also see Cassiopeia coming down here. So I'm gonna put on my Usain Bolt sneakers and I'm gonna run all the way down bot here and see if I can do something. This tower is very low, so it's not really a tower these guys want to defend. It's not a very reliable tower to defend, but they're still going to overstay most likely, which is what we're seeing here. And if Leone wants to make a play, there it is. She's going to land the ult. She's going to go in. That was not a flash, in my opinion, that he wanted to take because Cock blocks us a little bit here. Now I'm going to go in. Fantastic roam from Swain here as well. Good timing. Nice CC chain, fantastic stuff. And Fire Dragon is spawning in 10 seconds, which is amazing timing for us here to be able to pig over this dragon, which is really good. This is still level 2, so I'm just going to take this away because I don't like leaving level 2 Scuttle Crabs up because they die so fast and they're worth so much gold, so I may as well take it. So let's get the dragon here. The first dragon we took was the Cloud Dragon, which is really nothing special at all, so a bit of a shame that the first dragon we capitalized on was a shitty one, but you know. Now we've got a fire dragon, which is the important thing. So we'll take the fire dragon away. There we go. The next one's Cloud, which fills my heart with intense amounts of joy because it's such a useful dragon, especially in solo queue. Intensely useful. That's sarcasm, by the way. So I'm going to go mid here though, and I'm just going to soak up this experience. I'm going to soak up this gold here. Because this will allow me to buy my Triforce as well. Swain was still bot. Like I did dragon and he was still bot, so he's not going to be here. I don't know where Kayle is, so if I jump in on this Cassiopeia it is a little bit risky. And when my ult isn't up especially, like if she's got flash, she could probably kite me out quite well, which would really be bad for me. So instead, I'm not going to bother with that shit. Let's kill that ward there, which is a bit of a waste. Like I don't like stomping blue wards when I've got my chicken buff up. Because, you know, my chicken buff is there to see invisible wards, not those shitty ones, but whatever. It's still good to get rid of it, I suppose. Alright, so now we finish our Triforce. We are really strong. Like, honestly, once you get these 2 items, you're proper sorted on Vi. Like, legit. She's really good with these 2 items. Now, because Kayle's shown top, I'm actually going to go and invade her blue buff here. This is good because not only do we get a blue buff, but we're actually going to be able to deny this from Cassiopeia. Oh my goodness, you tried. Going to be able to deny this from Cassiopeia, which is great because Cassiopeia with blue buff is a huge terror. So I'm just going to be able to take this myself, get this down. There we go. Leone is actually coming in behind Sona here, which is awkward for Sona. But if Cassiopeia comes to rotate here, this would be perfect for us. Or if Caitlyn comes to rotate, that would be even more perfect. So I'm just going to sit here like this and just hope that Caitlyn comes up this river here. Alright, never mind. I'm baiting my team a bit too much here, actually, aren't I? I don't know where she's gone. Where's Caitlyn? Is Caitlyn not coming up? There she is. Ready? Triforce damage, baby. Okay, I missed my Q. That's really awkward. Don't even need to hit my Q. Like, look at that shit. Legit. Look at that shit. If I hit my Q, I wouldn't have had to flash there, but still. Holy shit. Look at that damage. When you miss your primary damage ability and you still do that much damage to carry, holy shit. Assassin Vi is bloody strong. Wait, you know what, that's not even Assassin Vi, that's just Vi, because this is your core build whatever you're playing. Like normally on standard Vi I'd say like you would most likely want to get tank items after this, but you don't want to go full tank in my opinion on Vi. Full tank Vi is as bad. It's just not worth playing Vi full tank. It's just not worth doing it. It goes against what you want to be doing on Vi, in my opinion. And if you want to go full tank Vi, pick someone else that isn't Vi, because it doesn't suit Vi at all. Vi deserves better. Alright, so I'm going to wait for one of these to recall and then go on the other one. Alright, that means we can now go on Leona here. Or Caitlyn. Okay, I missed my Q again. Don't need it. Holy shit. There it is. Fantastic stuff. Alright. Cassiopeia's on the side here. I think she TP'd in for the flank. Can I not release my Q with that on? Oh, that's a flash. Okay, was that Kayle flashing or was that Swain? That was Kayle, I guess. Can we dive this Cassiopeia now, though? I think we might be able to. She's really passive, though. I think she knows something's up. She's just really afraid of me. So while my team's pushing this mid, I'm actually going to go and push bot. Because this bot is actually already pushing. You know what? I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to do something even dirtier here, which I'm going to sit in this bush and I'm going to wait for Caitlyn. Because Caitlyn's going to come down bot here. There's so many minions here. There's just no way Caitlyn's not going to be running right down here. I'm going to time it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, 0. Look at this, man. Vi is such a dirty champion, I swear down. It feels very satisfying, though, to use Vi's combo. Like, Vi's combo is a very satisfying combo to land. Like, legit, it feels like you're playing Tekken. Like that. Like, you jump in, doof, 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 doof. Like, that's literally Vi's combo. That's literally Vi's combo. I'm getting a little bit excited. It's like a bit too late for me to be this excited. But honestly, Vi, man, is just a disgusting champion. So a little bit of patience there, it pays off. And not only do we get the tower, but we also get Caitlyn. And the kills like this, by the way, are worth more than the kills themselves. Because kills like this can tilt the shit out of your opponents. Like, they tilt your opponents into oblivion. Like, legit. Like, your opponents just get so angry after kills like these that they just, you know, it's worth more than the gold itself. Now, the problem is that I'm destroying everyone, but my team is not doing so well. I'm not saying I'm in need of hell. What I'm saying is, if I think about how this game's going, oh god, if I think about how this game's going, I have to think not just from how I'm doing, but how everyone's doing. Now, going 1 for 1 here, is that worth it? Shutdown gold is obviously bad, but getting a kill onto Riven is actually really good for us, because Riven is sucking dick right now. Not that there's anything wrong with sucking dick, but when you're trying to play League of Legends, it's a little bit distracting. Nice. And getting Riven some kills is really good for us. So there we go, 2 kills for me dying. That's fine, honestly. Like, it's not ideal that I die there. I do get a little bit, yeah, it was a little bit over eager by me, but still, trading 1 for 1. Honestly, I don't know. Like, trading 1 for 1 when you got a bounty is obviously not ideal, but at the same time, getting kills to teammates that are struggling, or teammates that can really use kills, especially people like Riven who are very snowbally champions, I think that's actually pretty good still. I think that still works out quite well. Like, if you do have snowbally champions on your team, by the way, then these are champions who you do want to spend a lot of time in their lane. Like Riven, for example, I did gank her quite a lot. I didn't mention this, but part of the reason I ganked her was just because I felt like, you know, that was a good, you know, the opportunity to gank was quite, you know, prevalent when I went there, when I went to go to a lane. But still, on top of that as well, like, snowbally, especially cheesy champions, are actually really good for you to focus in, like, to camp in lanes. Like people like Pantheon, for example, maybe Talon, Fizz, like these laners, they're really good to gank for, because they snowball very, very hard, and so, like, with 1 kill they can make a lot out of that. On top of that as well, you've got people like, is Jinx gonna go for this red? Okay, no, good. Yeah, on top of that though, like, people like Fizz and Talon aren't not really that useful in it. Like, they don't really help you that much to gank in the early game. So it can be a bit hard to snowball them. You have to try a little bit harder to snowball them. However, having said that, you also have people like Pantheon who snowball really, really hard, but are also really easy to gank for. Oh, shit. Alright, should still be able to do some shit here. That's good. Oh, shit. That's bad, though. I'm just going to flash this because I don't want Leon to stun me. Because if I get stunned, I could get caught in a combo that would easily kill me. That's still good, though. 1 kill for a flash is obviously fine. These guys need to start focusing mean more, though. This Cassiopeia focused the Swain. I don't know whether he wanted to kill the Swain or what, but I'm such a better focus for this Cass than Swain is. I'm squishier, and I'm actually more of an MVP than Swain is, so it's important. No, I don't think this guy's used his ult. . Nice. 1 combo. See you later, kid. Alright, well that's okay, that's good. When you've got like high damage builds like this, then it's easy to salvage situations because, you know, you can just get really cheeky kills. I don't know if she like Kel had the rot up there, but she died very fast, so she may have even had it up, just couldn't use it. Alright, let's see what's going on here. I also want to draw attention to like my farm this game. I've got 120 CS, which is pretty, it's not huge amounts, but it's actually decent in order to like help you when you're playing assassin builds. Like having high amounts of CS is really useful. Alright, if I had my ult up I may have gone in on that, but she saw me somewhere. I'm not sure, it may have been in this bush or maybe she was just suspicious, but she saw me somewhere there. I do want to be a bit careful actually showing here because it does leave Baron a little bit vulnerable for them to take. Cassiopeia can do it quite fast. However, having said that, when they have their AD carry bot lane, I'm not too afraid of them doing that, but I guess it's something I should still be a little bit cautious of. So I'm actually going to go here. So I didn't mention my build outside of my Triforce here, so I've gone for a Mortius because Mortius is actually a really good assassin item again because it allows, like, it gives you a lot of damage and armor pen, which is really nice, especially if you then combine it with other armor pen items, which is what I'm going to go for next. Yumu's is going to be my next item, and also it allows me to like really get in there and fight people like this Cassiopeia, this Teemo, and even Kao to an extent. Champions who do have a lot of magic damage, so champions that if I don't have any MR or ways to, you know, defend against their magic damage, I'm going to be in a bit of a pickle. Alright, well, I couldn't reach you there, but that's fine. Do we need to be careful here? Am I blind? I might be blind. I think I'm somewhat blind, aren't I? I'm somewhat blind. I'm doing it, fuck it. Oh my gosh, Riven's got the other one, and I've got this one. Nice. Alright, Cassiopeia's coming up. Do it, Cass, mate. Do it. Make my day, bruv. Make my day. This tower swap as well, so we're going to get this tower here. Should I rotato here? Should I rotato? He can get the tower. I could either get 2 towers, or I can rotate and try and help the team fight. I've made the decision already to go for the team fight. This may not be the best decision, but the important thing is that I made a decision and I made it fast, so that I can execute this decision right now. And, you know, either if it's the wrong decision, then it's the wrong decision, and I'm going to, you know, suffer for it. But even if it is the wrong decision, then at least I've made a decision, you know. Now I'm going to go this way because Caitlyn could easily net over this wall, and also it means that if Caitlyn wants to escape here, she's going to have to run into our jungle, which means she doesn't really have a way to escape. Now if I had blue smite, this would be a lot easier, but I don't think red smite even grants assist, does it? Fuck. I've got the experience at least, but still, that's not good. I should have stayed top. I didn't. In the end, I made the wrong decision there to go help the team fight. They didn't need my help, and if I had stayed top, I would have got the tower. Now that ended up being the wrong decision for me, but the important thing is that I made the decision. If I could have decided to stay top, that would have been fine as well. But the thing is that the worst thing that would have happened here, the worst possible outcome there, is that I was like, okay, do I go to the team fight or do I push, and which one do I do, and in the end I end up doing neither, you know. At least for this one I didn't get anything out of it, but at least I dedicated to it, and I stood a pretty good chance of getting something out of it. I ended up not being able to, but at least I tried. What? Hello? Alright, let me just go ahead and kill this. A little unknown fact as well, that's gotta be a bait, be careful, bro. Unknown fact about sweepers as well is that it actually blocks Teemo shrooms and Shaco boxes, so they don't trigger. When you've got your sweeper on, they're not going to trigger, so you can like stand in Teemo shrooms and it's no problem. So we're going to go for the Yumu's next. I did mention I was going to do that. It's really high damage, like AD and armor pen, which is really good. So especially when you've got armor pen for more Mortius, it gives you a lot. If you then go Dustblade afterwards, which I might do, I'm feeling a bit cheeky, so I might do it. Then it gives you a huge amount of armor pen, and if you've got some armor pen runes instead of like 80, I've got 80 res this game, but if I'd got an armor pen, it would be even better. Oh wow, that was a good Cassiopeia ult. Gonna put my ult here on the Kayle. She's donezo, and so is Cass. Bong bong bish. There it is. So that's gonna be Baron. Let's do Baron out of that. Let's do Baron. We could do Dragon. We could try and get push down mid. Whenever you get kills by themselves are good, but you want to try and get extra things out of it as well. and there's loads of different things you can do, but the best 3 options are to push, do dragon, or do baron. One of those 3, ideally. Like, you can't always do those, but ideally that's what you want to do. Like, pushing is good if you can get an inhib. Like, I think inhib, like, if you can get an inhib, maybe you want to prioritize that, though sometimes you could argue maybe baron's better, because baron takes away an objective on the map for the enemy team as well. And also opens you up to being able to take away an inhib in the future because you've got baron minions. But having said that, you could argue the same about inhibs helping you get baron, because, you know, they push waves down. Is this guy really complaining that we didn't help him with the Cloud Dragon? We got baron, bruv. Alright. It's banter. Fair enough. I'll let you off then. But Dragon is also a good one as well, but that's obviously, Dragon is probably the least important objective, unless it's like an Elder Dragon. Elder Dragon is a bit different, but still, early game, obviously, getting Dragons is the most likely. You can't get Baron in the early game, and pushing is a little bit hard because you don't really have the damage to push, and towers are a little bit tanky, and minion waves, you know, because every tower is up, minion waves don't tend to last for very long, so you always run into towers and die. So yeah. But generally speaking, when you get kills, when you're getting these advantages in like numbers and something, you've got to do something with it. You've got to turn it into something, and doing Baron, getting an inhib, whatever, all good choices. I want to ult this. I'm going to ult this just because I'm going to get caught by the Yona ult if I don't ult. Like, I felt I had to ult there because I was just going to get stunned in the tower, so it was more like a gap closer ult. And when I've got this build, which gives you... This build gives you 40% CDR in... Well, it depends when you get the Umus, but it gives you 30% CDR in 2 items, which is great. And it gives you 40% as soon as you get your Umus. We actually may be able to end here. So 40% CDR on Via is disgusting. So you can just use... Like, my ult, it is rank 3 to be fair, but it's already almost up again. 20 seconds. So I guess this is the end of the game. So you got to see the power of Vi this game. She's a ridiculously underrated solo queue champion, and I really recommend picking her up if you're interested in these kind of like assassin bruisers. She's fun to play as well, in my personal opinion. Definitely recommend playing her. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, feel free to give it that thumbs up like I was saying before at the beginning. And yeah, you can subscribe to me for more educational league content. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Catch me streaming, twitch.tv/Foxdrop. I'll be trying to do a lot of these games live on there, so there's that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.